As a man, have you recently or in the past experienced a situation or someone where there wasn't a great outcome for you and you felt really bitter, really angry, really resentful about it or them, and it just kept going inside your body and your mind for a very long time? Well, today I want to talk about how you can let go using what I've used in my life through some very difficult situations. And if you stay until the very end, I have an extra point for you as well. God, I'm going to first of all start off by saying I am so blessed to be able to share this with you because there were points when I was so angry, so resentful, frustrated with people, situations that I just thought that was going to be my norm forever, right? And are there going to be challenges in my life in the future? Of course there are. It's life, right? Where the fun be? And that's the way I look at it now, right? I'm not going to feel great necessarily in the moment, and it's fun, but I aim to. But like, I just been in a place where it's just like never thought I'd release that resentment, that anger towards a person or a situation, and now to be able to feel like that level of freedom from it is really, really cool, and being able to share it with you. I've had it in being let go in a job role, a couple of job roles, very unfairly in one case, and I was like really like angry, frustrated. I responded pretty well, to be fair. Like in terms of my words, I expressed how I felt in not an aggressive way, but a kind of like direct and honest way. But like inside of me, I was still like really, really angry. And I've had it in the dating world as well, where I felt like the girl might not have been totally honest, or that I didn't get the respect, or I'd put a lot of effort in, and it really annoyed me. You know, I can kind of accept that it didn't work out, but it would just really annoy me. It'd just be like I felt like I wasn't getting that back. But there's probably, there's definitely improvements for me on my part as well. But those kind of things have like really got into my system. And it's not, as human beings, we're meant to feel emotions, and when we don't, they just build up and can make things worse, and suddenly you hear of the person who just had that outburst when they were just so nice for many, many years. You don't want to be nice, by the way, you want to be kind. There's a difference. Nice is when you're trying to please other people. Kind is when you're living from your heart towards the good for yourself and other people, and that involves telling the truth. Nice doesn't usually involve telling the truth because you're scared of people's reactions. In my experience, my definitions, of course, you can disagree. Now, it can be really hurtful, like to hold on to these negative emotions, and I'll give you some steps that have really helped me work through it over the years. But maybe it's building up so strong in you and you're just feeling not so good, and it's really holding you back in enjoying life and moving forward with what you want to. Certainly did for me. It impact on my like sales calls, it impact on my friendships with other people, my relationship with my family, because of all these negative things I was holding on to. So here are my tips. And the first one you may not like to hear, but I find it super effective, and it's a practice. Sending love and forgiveness daily to the situation or the person, or as much as you can. You may not like actually like what they did was wrong, right? I'm not saying what they did was right, right? What I'm saying though is holding on to resentment for someone is, and like expecting them to get hurt is like drinking a poison and expecting the other person to be ill or or die from it. This is about holding on to that is not good. So sending love and sending forgiveness is for you. It's about releasing that energy, and then sending love. Maybe you're not on the point of love, but maybe you can send forgiveness. It's not about like I'm in love with you or anything, but it's like I believe as human beings we are love. And when you send thoughts of the best to other people, I personally found it's really, really helpful for me because I start feeling better because I feel like, oh, I'm sending love to other people. I've got more love for myself. Look at the respect I'm giving myself. So just even having the intention at 1 minute to have a go at just sending forgiveness and love towards the personal situation on a consistent basis has really, really helped me release it. The second one is to start journaling some high quality questions, things like, oh, what can I learn from this? What is great about this? Um, that may be difficult to ask yourself. So you're just like, oh, how have I grown as a person? What opportunities can I look for in future? What have I been grateful for elsewhere in my life or in this process? Start journaling some high quality questions because that creates a massively powerful impact I found as well. And the third one is it's going to be stored in your body, some of these negative feelings. So you need to scream it out. You need to feel it sometimes. So don't hold yourself back on that. It's not about screaming in broad daylight in the middle of like a busy city, but find a place, a container, maybe in your own room with a pillow, with some cushions, where you can really scream out what you need to. A really or move into what you need to, even just shaking your body a little bit, like obviously if you're on YouTube you can see me, but on the podcast I'm just shaking my body, right? Breath work is a really powerful one. I offer sessions, somatic breath work. If you're interested, please obviously drop me a message on social media or something, where we do like an hour sessions and people really release a lot of stuff. So I've really advised getting into breathwork as well. There's even some free resources online you can do. Check out Somatic Breathwork channel. Again, I won't go too much down like promoting like breathwork and stuff, but it's a really powerful modality. But the main point here is doing something to release things out of your body is a really, really powerful way to release stuff. Now, my final point for you is really releasing some of this energy. It goes a step further, kind of that final point, really releasing some energy into nature or into a letter. Like, so I did it. I was holding a lot of resentment, and I remember going with my coach into the mountains in Wales. We were going for like hikes and all these kind of things. And what I had to do was release some of these negative feelings. And it went out into nature, and I would just like say, speak into a stone and throw the stone into a water, and or somewhere. And he said I'd have to throw them into water. But when I threw the first one into water, into a lake, I was like, I got to throw all of them into water. I just feel like that's right for me. But yeah, like releasing energy into nature, like going into nature and saying, help me release this, or even writing a letter. I know it's a little bit spiritual, but maybe that's in your boat, maybe it's not. Or writing a letter to yourself, writing like, okay, I feel like this, and this. And then writing a letter to that person, but you don't have to send it if it's a particular person, right? And you can just burn it afterwards, because these were a bit more like out there, kind of like spiritual things, but I found them really, really helpful, personally, in terms of releasing energy into nature or writing a letter. That can really help release a lot of resentment and those kind of feelings. So that's what I want to share with you today on letting go of a situation or someone. Again, it's not like an overnight fix necessarily, but it can be really powerful. I found some of these tools that I've shared with you today. So that's what I got for you today. I appreciate you for being here, and remember to lead with your heart and not with fear.